Hey guys, so here we are. It is Tuesday, September the 8th, and we are at the beginning of week 2 of my 12-week journey of creating, producing, and developing a short film. Now, at the end of last week, I said I was going to talk about locations, getting a cast together, and props, all that stuff. But I've jumped the gun a bit, so we're going to leave that till later on in the process. I think what I want to talk to you guys about today is planning and how important it is. When I was 19 years old and I was doing my A-levels, I'll never ever forget this. Written on the blackboard in my first class of my A-level English literature class, the teacher had written on the board, "Preparation is the key to success at A-levels." Now that has never ever left me because it correlates to everything in life. Preparation is a key to success. Planning is so important to your overall outcome. There's no such thing as luck. Luck is there and it's needed, but it's only 5%. 95% of it is planning and then taking action and executing your plan. So we're going to talk about planning and what it takes, the different stages of planning to create a film and get it to the end step. There's 12 steps. As you can see there, you should always, all your notes, everything, get it out of your head and on the page. Get it out there in front of you so you can see it every single day, because the more visual it is, the more likely you are to sit down and get it done. But there's 12 steps. Now, I'm going to be looking up at my whiteboard there. You can see it because, again, I have these whiteboards everywhere, all around my apartment. They're so important. But this is my production timeline and the 12 steps. So step 1, it starts with the idea. So you've got to brainstorm an idea. What do you want your film to be about? How are you going to go about it? Blah, blah. So you've got to find inspiration. You've got to find the inspiration. Then producers. This isn't a feature film, so producers are going to be in-house. For instance, people who are very, very close to me. A director, you need a director. So once you've got a script, you've got to start to feel your way out. And obviously writers and your pitch for your story. Number 2 is development finance. So you need a team of research, public investment, and ways of funding and bringing this thing to life by getting the funding you need to make the film and the quality of film you want. Number 3 is script development. So once you've got your script, you constantly revising it, you're constantly making improvements right until the final day. So you've got to have your synopsis, your step outline, your drafts. I'm on to my 6th draft already. Then revisions, having script editors to look over it. And then your final draft. And what is the selling point for your script? Number 4, packaging. Packaging the script. Getting the cast together, division officers, so your producers, your, let's have a look here, your composer, cinematographer, editors, production designers, you need all that. Number 5, we've touched on this a little in step number 2, it's financing. So getting it out there on the market, raising the capital, getting investments, completion bonds. Number 6, pre-production. This is just before you start to film, you've got the money together, it's all there. Now you're starting to put everything together, props, cast, all those kind of things. Storyboarding, a production unit. Number 7, the shoot. So your principal photography, video, audio, cameras, lighting, chain of command, a call sheet so everyone knows what time they need to arrive, which location. Number 8 is your post-production. So you've done the shoot, everything's gone swimmingly, some things might not have, and this is where you deal with them in the post-production. So you'll sit in the edited suite, you'll look at the rough cut, the post-production sound, digital effects, titles, the grading and the colour, and the final mix and the final cut. So if there's any mistakes with sound, you do what's called ADR, which is digital recording. I apologize if I'm speaking very, very fast, but I want to try and keep these videos around about 5 to 6 minutes long to keep it short, sharp and snappy. And like I said, if you have any questions or I'm speaking too fast, please don't hesitate to inbox me. So we're on number 9, sales. Now this doesn't really, at this moment in time, it doesn't really concern me because you don't sell a short film. You know, it's not about that. It's purely for the art and getting a story across to people, you know. So you're not interested. You can't make any money off a short film. It's purely for love. And what you can do from short films, though, is raise money for charity, which I'll speak about later on, because that's what I intend to do with this short film. When I start talking about the subject of the short film, you'll understand which charity I've chosen and why. But sales, imagine this is a feature film. You've got to be able to market your product. How are you going to sell it? A kick-ass trailer, because the trailer's a selling point. A 2-minute trailer that shows the best parts of your movie. What is the current market? So who are you targeting your sales to? Screenings, deals, you know. Then you go on to number 10, which is the marketing. So what's the current condition? Have you got a research team in place? Again, your target audience, your advertising. What are you going to spend your advertising on? Are you going to do YouTube ads? Are you going to do television ads? Are you going to have ads on the cinema of your trailer before the film comes on? And a big one like I'm doing right here, you've got this, you know, you've got this guy's social media. It makes filmmaking and anything so much easier because you can get your message out there. To do this would have been a million times harder 10 years ago. You know, I wouldn't have had the audience and the opportunities that I have. So utilize them, you know, instead of scrolling through Facebook and Twitter to see what's going on and things like that, utilize it to improve yourself and improve other people's lives. You know, use social media for good. Number 11 is the exhibition. So everything's done. You're ready now. So the premiere. So if it was a feature film and you were fortunate enough to do a big budget one, the premiere is obviously going to be at cinemas. So you have a premiere with short films. It's going to be more like things like, perhaps if you're lucky, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, but more likely stations like YouTube and Vimeo. So that's number 11. And then other windows I've touched on there, number 12. So you're covering everything. Possible DVD sales, again, doesn't really correlate to short films. This is more like your indie film, your British low-budget movie. Again, YouTube. And things like that. So that's a 12 steps. So I know that every day I'm not missing a step. I follow it strategically and then go back over it and then, you know, back and forth all the time. So remember, planning is the key. Don't spend too much on your planning though. Get it done. You know, don't procrastinate. Don't be one of those people who plan for 10 years and do nothing. Plan, get it down, and then take action. You know, those two things together is what's going to get you to where you want to go, you know, and that's what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm practicing what I preach. And again, I could fall flat on my ass. This is why this is so exciting. It's an experiment that could blow up in my face. But I tell you one thing, I will learn from it. No matter what the outcome is, I'll come out of this a better filmmaker and closer to where I want to be. Because you just have to take the bull by the horns and go for it, guys. Right, that's 8.5 minutes, so I don't want to go on too much longer. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it below. Comments are always welcome. Feedback's always welcome. And please share these videos if you think it will help other people. And if you just generally liked it, I'm going to be putting them on YouTube. So anyone who's missed them, or if you wanted to watch them again, they will be in chronological order. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember to share and like, and I'll see you on Saturday. Peace.